dog got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Like 30. Snickers. Got to spin. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Steelers nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. They run for it with Carson. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Like 20? Mike 50. 50?
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Now Wilson. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Come on, boys, come on. Bang out. Bam. 26 Mike.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st down, Seahawks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
It's 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Washington. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Black 20.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. On the ball.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Xavier Grimble. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mark Barron coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Stop!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ben to throw again. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
26, 18 Gator. Just get out the field, defense.
They go read option with Wilson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on second down. Lockett dancing to his left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Steelers 7. Michael Dixon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got him.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger going deep for Moncrief. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Wilson, operating from the gun, steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Good job right there. Good job right there. I'm going back to you.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught. Block it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Young Trent is here, baby. Young Trent is here.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space, As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between